River Studio on the banks of beautiful St. John's River in sunny Florida. And Gold Tone Music Group, the makers of fine fretted string instruments, presents an hour of live music with Live and Kicking. With your host, the Cosmic Cowboy Revival Band with Bruce Anderson.
Hey, welcome everybody to Live and Kickin. Woo! Brought to you by the GoldToneMusicGroup.com and by 502 Fallen Angel Radio. We have two great guest stars. We have Chris Fannin is back, and he's also our special guest co-host.
Great to be here, Bruce. Thank you.
Good having you back, man. I missed you.
It's always great to come back here. We got a professional setup here.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. And then we have Trevor Griffin of the Occasionals, and we just have Trevor tonight.
The sound check was great.
He was great. It sounded like a one-man band.
I don't know. We both know about that.
Yeah, we do. Anyway, if you know the show, we're going to do 3 songs to begin with. We're going to do that here with Chris, and then we'll have Trevor come up. So we'll start off with, whoops, Why Did You Leave Me? Huh. We got a hot mic somewhere. There we go. I like those solutions. There we go. Whoops. Well, that might be good if I pick the right song. I was going to go, that seems a little slow. Why'd you leave me? Well, I was doing all right till I saw you tonight, dancing with him with that shit-eating grin. Baby, why did you leave me? Baby, why did you leave me? Baby, why'd you leave me for the rich, good-looking guy? I know we had our troubles, I couldn't pay the bills. I drank too much and popping those pills. Baby, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? Baby, why'd you leave me for the rich, good-looking guy? Take it, Elway. You know I like to flirt, chase a little skirt, always make great lovers, though I finished first. Why did you leave me? Baby, why did you leave me? Baby, why'd you leave me for that rich, good-looking guy? Baby, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? Baby, why did you leave me? Baby, why did you leave me? Baby, why'd you leave me for that rich, good-looking guy? Why'd you leave me? Thank you. I wonder, why didn't you leave him? I don't know. Seemed like a good idea.
Not a good reason, right?
A lot of good reasons, yeah. That lyrics were written by Terry Peterson. He has passed away, but he you can always tell his lyrics in the songs that I do. He's got that sort of nice, friendly, mean streak. What did we call that?
Passive aggressive?
Exactly. That's exactly. Yeah, that's it. So, have you been writing still, or did you?
I'm still fooling around. We're the band is half together. So
Half
we're
together?
still putting some things together, and we're still kind of speeding up since this coronavirus.
Really?
thing was going on.
But now you write alone with the guitar, or do you write with them?
I write a lot alone, and then I get with my buddy, and we put it back to an electric guitar with the drums and the
Right.
bass. But for the most part, everything tonight, it's either going to be a deconstructed song or something new composed on my six string.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I remember doing that. So I would call them sketches. You bring them to the band. You have this, thing, and then you hope it evolves.
Yeah, you hope somebody's foot tapping, and then they say, "Let me throw this in."
Yeah, let's go here with that, or
Yeah, that's the best way to write, isn't it?
It is. It's the most fun way.
It is.
Here's a song called "You'll Never Know," and it speaks for itself. You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I care. You left too soon to ever understand that I would always be your man. I know we had our troubles, more than our share. You're raising the family while I wasn't there, trying to make a living best as I could. Failed more times than I should. Times were hard, they took their toll. Little was left, there's nothing to spoil. How many ways can I say, don't cry and don't go away? You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I care. You left too soon to ever understand that I would always be your man. How many days can we cuss and fight? None of that will ever put it right. I'm really sorry, haven't found a way. Put it behind us, start a brand new day. Wish that I could find the will to change this all from going downhill. I can see it's at the end. We're going around the last bend. You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I care. Left too soon to ever understand that I would always be your man. You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I care. You left too soon to ever understand that I would always be your man. You'll never know how much that I love you. You'll never know how much that I care. You left too soon to ever understand that I would always be your man. That I would always be your man. You'll never know. They're too kind. It's almost like they have to do it, you know?
Remember, I apologize in advance for my missed chords there.
Oh, that's so.
I apologize.
Let me tell you, how many times have you done this song?
Once.
No, it's really the first time
You're
all the way
right, you're
through.
right.
Yeah.
We
So
saw it earlier.
No, it's brave of you.
But it's fun here.
Is it? I hope so. It wasn't meant to.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
It wasn't meant to torture you.
No, not a torture. I'm happy to be here.
So we're going to do one more, and then we're going to bring Trevor up. And everybody loves an instrumental.
Yes.
They do? They do? Oh, good.
I do.
Oh, good. This is actually our theme song. It's called Live and Kicking. How appropriate, huh? There we go. Live and Kicking. It goes something like this. Take it, Skelly. There you go. Live and Kicking. All right. Well, Chris, you and I now are going to leave the stage, and we're going to bring Trevor up here. And we're going to hear something good. Not that wasn't good, but something great. Let's hear something great now. All right, Trevor, why don't you come up here and show the folks some good music from Inverness, Florida, right? Thank you so much. That's not easy. And I should warn you, you have to get up to the mic so we can hear you.
Hello?
There you go.
Awesome.
Don't be afraid. It's not going to bite you. You know.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to
It's
be
our
here.
pleasure. It is. Now, what are you going? These all originals, covers, or?
Yeah, these will be all originals.
That's great.
I play these with my band, The Occasionals. I couldn't be here tonight, but
So this is unplugged.
yes, right. Exactly.
Okay. Take it away, Trevor.
Thank you so much. This one is called The Smokies. Settled in the mountains under so many stars, we fought head-on collisions just to make it this far. I'm sort of catching on that we should move out of town, pack everything we can into the trunk of my car. It's our life away from here. I'm picturing our life away from here. Let's move up north like a couple of hippies, figure it out along the way. I'm all in if you're coming with me. We'll just find a place to stay in the Smokies. In the Smoky Mountains, baby. Find a place to stay in the Smokies. In the Smoky Mountains, baby. I'm just feeling restless, stuck in my hometown. I know you feel the same as me. You wanna get out. Let's blow this mother, and we've got nothing to lose. I don't want to be stuck in love, and neither do you. It's our life away from here. I'm picturing our life away from here. Let's move up north like a couple of hippies, figure it out along the way. I'm all in if you're coming with me. We'll just find a place to stay in the Smokies. In the Smoky Mountains, baby. Find a place to stay in the Smoky Mountains, baby. In the Smoky Mountains, baby. Back on up and go to the Smoky Mountains, baby. In Smoky Mountains, baby. Find a place to stay in the Smokies. Find a place to stay in the Smoky Mountains, baby. I got a little outro kind of thing going on here, but appreciate the applause. Can you imagine the two of us choking on smoke in the Carolinas? We could leave this all behind us. And I can't stress this enough. When the going's getting tough, I'm gonna be there right beside you in the Smokies.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was great.
Thanks. All right, this next one, am I ready to keep going? Or?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, this is called Space.
No, you're done.
All right.
That's okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. It was a long drive out here for just that. This is what you guys heard in sound check. This is called Space. I melted all the days down like liquid in my hands. I quickly turn away now because I do not understand. Sometimes bridges are much easier to burn than to leave up and consider. So take me to that far off place, throwing shadows at the moon from space. I never get to really do what you say. Maybe I gave it all that I can take, so take me to that far off place, throwing shadows at the moon from space. I never get to really do what you say. Maybe I gave it all that I can take. All the corners of the room now, I'm gonna I stay or should I go? I don't know how to say goodbye. Should I try, should I go? And sometimes bridges are much easier to burn than to leave up and consider. So take me to that far off place, throwing shadows at the moon from space. I never get to really do what you say. Maybe I gave it all that I can take, so take me to that far off place, throwing shadows at the moon from space. I never get to really do what you say. Maybe I gave it all that I can take. I gave it all that I can take, so take me to that far off place, throwing shadows at the moon from space. I never get to really do what you say. Maybe I gave it all that I can take. All right, thanks.
That's great. Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. All right, this last one is it's called Head in the Sand. It's about being blissfully ignorant. Sometimes that's just easier. So here it goes. Let me grab my pick right for this one. All right. Before you go to college to get more knowledge, you know you got to go to Jupiter. You know you got to get stupider if you want to live a happy life. He said the less you know the better, so the problems are whatever, that's the way it goes. And maybe that's just criminal, but this is what I said. Well, I said somebody told me never be worried, do what feels right. Keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground and it's alright. Well, I could just swear that somebody told me never be worried, never be full of spite. Just keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground and it's alright. Everyone's a critic, so you better know the lyric or they'll shoot you down. But don't you let it get you down, if it's gonna happen anyway. Well, listen to your lovers and your neighbors and your mothers and your grandpas, but even they could steer you wrong. So this is what I said. Well, I said somebody told me never be lonely, do what feels right. Keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground and it's alright. And I said somebody told me never be worried, never be full of spite. Just keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground and it's alright. Well, just consider this, that ignorance is bliss. Well, just consider this. Just consider this, that ignorance is bliss. Just consider this. Well, I could just swear that somebody told me never be worried, do what feels right. Just keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground, and it's alright. And I said, somebody told me never be worried till it feels right. Just keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground, and it's alright. Well, I could just swear that somebody told me never be worried, never be full of spite. Just keep your head in the sand and your feet on the ground, and it's alright. And I said, nobody told me life was so lonely, I just get by with my head in the sand and my feet on the ground, and it's alright.
Trevor, thank you so much, man. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. We got to get you back here by yourself or with the Occasionals. Very appropriate name for a band. now we have Chris is coming up. But I love this. We have definitely different vocal music styles. So even though, yeah, it's a guy with a guitar, it's very different. So I don't think anyone's going to be bored.
That was a hard act to follow right here.
It is. But you got your own. You got your own thing, man. It sounds great.
I think Jason Mraz would like to buy some of those songs from me, man. It sounded really good. Really good. I feel a little bit. I should probably introduce this song. It's called "The Eagle."
The Eagle.
And this was written by me and my angry guitarist. I joke around with that, but he came to me many years ago and he said, "Hey, that whole nine,
There we go.
when we got attacked by many years ago, he was so angry he wrote a song, no lyrics to it, but I put together something. And if you think of the song, and every time you hear the word eagle, I want you to think of patriotism, the United States of America."
Good. So it's not about an eagle attacking anyone then. Good.
Yeah, right. Nothing like
We
that.
said he was angry. So
Nothing angry about it, yeah. But anyways, this one's called The Eagle, and I deconstructed it down from a hard rock band, so thank you.
Another unplugged. There we go.
All right. Angels watching over me, save me from this misery. Walk with me, stand by my side, give me the strength to justify. Hallowed ground we stand upon, treasured souls have come and gone. Memories that fade away, I promise you that they will pay. When the eagle flies, better recognize. Turn your head, better run and hide. When the eagle flies, gonna justify. For those who gave their very lives, when the eagle flies. Twisted steel and shattered dreams, innocence ripped at the seams. Fires burn and anger's rage, guilty hands unlock the cage. Broken hearts and sleepless nights, tell me what gives you the right to stain this land I live upon. Vengeance I'll have, your day will come. When the eagle flies, better recognize. Turn your head, better run and hide. When the eagle flies, gonna justify. For those who gave their very lives, when the eagle flies, better recognize. Turn your head, better run and hide. When the eagle flies, gonna justify. For those who gave their very lives, when the eagle flies. Now everybody listen to me, I got something to say. Now everybody, can you hear me? There's gotta be a better way. Don't want your money, I don't need it. I don't want your fancy car. An apology ain't gonna take it, 'cause you're the one that took this way too far. An apology ain't gonna take it, 'cause you're nothing but a snake in the grass. So what's it gonna take? Now you're talking. I'm gonna make some hate and kick some ass, because when the eagle flies, better recognize. Turn your head, better run and hide. When the eagle flies, gonna justify for those who gave their very lives. When the eagle flies, better recognize. When the eagle flies, for those who gave their very lives. When the eagle flies.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that was great.
Just kind of, when we sing it in the hard rock venue, it's a little bit more angrier.
Oh. That's right, we're unplugged, I forgot. Yeah.
Very much so. So this is the first time I've ever tried this song out. So this is something I wrote. It's not necessarily a band song, but it doesn't even have a title. You say there's no desire, but you're always in my head. Even though my heart's on fire, you got my motor running red. No, I cannot take this anymore. Living on reaction, you got my feet at the door. No, you can't find no satisfaction. I can't take this no more. No, I cannot take this. I cannot take this anymore. Tell me what's the point in trying when you never cross the line? Deep inside, I'm dying. No, you can't seem to find the time. All my walls are crashing, my world is falling apart, and all that I've been asking is for you to play your part. I can't take this, I can't take this anymore. What's the point, what's the use? It's just a game, there's no excuse. What's the point, what's the use? It's just a game, there's no excuse. Tell me, what's the story? Do I embrace insanity? Is the mirror the answer? Does it feed your vanity? Oh no, no, I cannot take this. Cannot take this anymore. I've kind of hit the chords on that one a little bit.
That's all right.
I think you got the gist of it.
That's right. That's a song. Now, I've got to ask, do you guys got any gigs coming up, or are you still waiting it out?
We
or?
don't, because as anybody in here knows, as Trevor's brought up tonight, with life it gets busy.
Yeah.
And we have people that live further away from us each year, and sometimes we go through band changes. But right now we have two of us that are strong, and we're going to try to put something together here real soon.
Oh, cool. No, this has been tough because bands, fall apart,
They do,
when
and
they don't play. When they
yeah,
don't-
and it's amazing too sometimes when you see the final culmination of a band.
Yeah.
And then you find out there was 8 other members, when they started from version 1 to version 8.
No, famous bands more like 40 to 60.
I think you're right.
You've met people that said, "Hey, I played with Jethro Tull." Oh yeah, so did 60 other guys.
Yeah,
So,
it's
still, you have to be an accomplished musician to play at that level, of course.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta stick it out. I think the people who stick it out are the ones who make it.
So now, what part of town do you live in?
I live near the college over there.
Okay.
It's Orlando, but it's basically near UCF, and it's
So
about a 25-minute drive from here.
So you're in a deeper recruiting pool than Trevor is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to rely on anybody.
Yeah, he shared that with us earlier. It's a tough thing right now.
Yeah,
It's a tough thing.
Well, I don't want to stop you from
I'll
your
do
next
one
song.
more song. This is another original. It's probably, I think this is the first song I ever wrote.
Wow.
Girl, I'm leaving tomorrow on a train for LA. But I'm looking for a reason that won't take you away. The smell of her perfume and the highlights in her hair makes me stop and wonder. Oh, it makes me stop and stare at the prettiest little thing the good Lord made. They say the weather is better, the water is mighty fine, but that doesn't really matter if you're not there by my side. The smile on her face and the sparkle in her eyes makes me stop and wonder. Oh, it makes me hypnotized to the prettiest little thing the good Lord made. At the prettiest little thing that the good Lord ever made. He surely must have broke that mold on that blessed day. Oh, the world is so much better since she took her place as the prettiest little thing the good Lord made. Well, it's been 5 years since I missed that train going to LA. 2 kids in a house on a hill, oh yeah, and a wedding ring. The smile on her face and the sparkle in her eye makes me stop and wonder. Oh, it makes me hypnotized to the prettiest little thing the good Lord made. At the prettiest little thing that kept me from LA.
That was great. Now, I've got to ask, was there a certain woman in mind when you did that?
Not really.
Really?
That's the great thing about being a songwriter. You can kind of juxtapose yourself into somebody else's shoes and be sad or happy for that moment at the time, right?
So you could tell any girl you were dating, oh, this is about you, honey.
I wish I had that story.
Well, we're going to bring both these guys, Trevor and Chris, back up at the end here. I'm going to do a few songs here to fill in the end, and then we'll get you back up for Circle Being Broken.
Sure.
And then, let's see, we're going to do Passing By. This is an old one, too. Yeah, it's getting a little hot mics here. It's weird. You set these things, and you think they'd be set, right? But the acoustics do change for some reason. Temperature, I guess, humidity. Here's a song called Passing By. It's, like I mentioned before, it's kind of autobiographical, if I'm saying that right. Let's go ahead and do it. Love keeps passing me by. All my friends seem to fall in love. Why, oh, why can't I remember the ones caught my eye? Always say goodbye. It's so good for a while, then it surely dies. They'll say there's someone for everyone, no matter how I try. Love passing me by. Love passing me by. Time is passing me by. Standing on the side of the road while old faces travel by. Remember the loves that I've known, better or worse, now are gone, and all these memories slipping away. Now I must travel this path, one hand tied behind. Time is on my mind. Time is on my mind. Take it, Skelly. Is what I always think. It's like a setting sun. The ghost it brings, the many things I wish were left undone. Now here we stand, face in hand, wondering why it's gone. Stranger things have gone before and always on the run. Now I must travel this path, one hand tied behind. Love is on my mind. Love is on my mind. Passing by. Like that song. Now, we have a song coming up here called Waffle House Waitress Blues. I told this story before, but it's worth repeating. The lyrics to this came from Terry Peterson, who I've mentioned numerous times, who had, I guess we defined that tonight, he had a passive-aggressive approach to lyric writing. And he went up to Jasper, Georgia, because his, I think it was his father was dying. They didn't really have a great relationship, but, you know, he went up there because the family's up there, and, you know, you got to do it, right? So he drove all the way up there, and I guess the father was expected to pass away the next day or the following day, very, very soon. Well, it didn't work out that way. The father, I think he took over a week, maybe 2 weeks. So Terry was stuck in this town in Georgia. By the way, a very, very tiny town. It apparently had no bars, but it had 2 Waffle Houses. So this song came out of apparently spending a lot of time sober in a Waffle House. So no offense to Waffle House or the waitresses, but here it goes. Waffle House Waitress Blues. I know just where to go for a bite after the show, up on State Road 53. I know that's where you'll be, waiting there for me, a freshly brewed cup of coffee. That's the Waffle House Waitress Blues, really has paid her dues. Hate to break the news, she's the queen of my heart. Hash brown in a ring don't really mean a thing. Her smiling face greets me at the door. Chocolate pie's the thing to make a grown man sing. Something's always sticky on the floor. That's the Waffle House Waitress Blues, really has paid her dues. Hate to break the news, she's the queen of my heart. Oh, that's her, baby. Since I saw her last, the one I love could lose a pound or two. And when she cracks a smile, it really drives me wild, even though she's missing a front tooth. That's the Waffle House Waitress Blues, really has paid her dues. I hate to break the news, she's the queen of my heart. That's the Waffle House Waitress Blues, really hate to break the news, she really has paid her dues, she's the queen of my heart. Waffle House Waitress Blues. I hope that's not too mean. Well, let's see, I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to bring Chris and Trevor up here to do a Circle Be Unbroken. There's another song I think Terry originally wrote the lyrics. Now, I've got to explain, Terry's a great singer for us, but every lyric he wrote was to the same song. He knew country real well, and every one of these songs that I've mentioned Terry to, the lyrics were quite different, but they all were the same for the same song. So I took them and, adapted them, you could say. So, because they're good lyrics, it just, they would be too much of the same thing. This is called She's Gone, and I've always threatened I'm going to write the follow-up to this called She's Back. But I haven't done it. Haven't felt mean yet. Here we go. She's gone. Running down this highway, nothing going my way. Calls me on the cell, tells me go to hell. She's gone. Feels so good to be free. Well, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. really wouldn't matter. The seat is up or down. Lay around my underwear, beer cans all around. She's gone, happy as a guy can be. Lord, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. Take it, Skelly. Stay out late and drink all night. Dance with every pretty girl in sight. She's gone. Feels so good to be free. Lord, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. Driving down this highway, nothing going my way. Florida sun is shining, ain't gonna hear no whine. She's gone. Feels so good to be free. Lord, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. Lord, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. Lord, I never thought the day would come. Thank God she's really gone. She's really gone. Is she? She fading away? Oh, there she goes. Oh yeah, she's gone. Bye-bye, honey. She's gone. Now she's really gone. You're too kind. All right, let's get these two gentlemen up here to do our finale song. And we're running a little early tonight, so we'll take our time. I went too fast. We actually had this wonderful country artist. I don't know if you know Bobby, I want to say Sanders, Bobby Sands.
No, not familiar.
A great country singer. But Bobby knows only one version of Circle Being Broken. And Bobby has brought with him other great guitar players. And so at the end, kind of thought we'd all do it together, but Bobby had his own way of doing things. So we decided, well, we'll follow Bobby. However, I don't know if you could do it slower. He did so slow. And so we basically let him do the song. And then we did this version, the fast version. So, but they're like two different songs. He was doing like Amazing Grace with it, because it's really that kind of a song,
Sure, it's strong gospel.
It's strong gospel. However, everybody's had fun with it. And we mutilate it here, so we're not respectful at all. We want to be, but we're just not. So.
I'm going to try to go bass on this song for you.
Oh, okay. And if you want to do a big great thing, like on the chorus, will the circle be unbroken? Will the circle be unbroken? What we call and response. So if you want to go in there with the response, if it grabs you, There's no rules on this. If you've seen the show, you'll know what we mean. We do not teach it with proper reverence. Okay, we're going to do that. We got all these choices here. Okay, here we go. I'll kick it off. And by the way, if anybody wants to sing a verse.
No, I'm gonna accompany you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be below you, hopefully on bass.
Darn. All right. Here we go. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? there were crying, for our home felt sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. How about a lead? No? Just happen to have this. Undertaker, Undertaker, won't you please drive slow for that lady you are hauling, for I hate to see her go. Everybody, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One more time. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. That's the circle be unbroken. Maybe a little disrespectful, but hopefully fun. Anyway, God, it was great having you guys on the show. You know, you got quite a drive, I know. North Florida, jeez. You know, we're in Central. You don't have far, but compared to him, you know. Hopefully not raining, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That was no fun, was it?
like
Yeah. And you guys playing anywhere next, the occasions, or?
We don't have anything on the schedule, but look out for us.
There's no occasion for the occasions.
There's not
Okay.
at all.
We can have so much fun, but that's good. Anyway, well, we're going to get you back either by yourself with the band, same with you. Either way, we'll do that. Anyway, I want to thank everyone out there. We'll see you next week. As always, 7 o'clock. And as always, keep on kicking. Thank you so much. We're still on the air, so they can hear us, but that's all right. It's behind the scenes, you know.
I think if we did that a couple times, we would get that voice mesh thing.
We could, but then what would be the fun?